Okay, so here's the lowdown. DragonHeart Fire and Steel is a 2D side-scroller released on the Game Boy, PlayStation 1, PC and Saturn. The game was released in 1996 in North America and 1997 in all other areas of the world. The story is Dragon Slayer Sir Bowen befriends Draco, the last of 7 evil dragons, to defeat the king's army and save the damsel in distress. I was finding during the game it was one of the main reasons I kept playing. Presentation of the game is very thematic, and if you don't like the theme, then the rest of the game might be pretty hard to tolerate. The use of font and space in the game was fine. It didn't fill me with excitement, but blended well with the gameplay. Graphics of the game is an odd one, but completely understandable why they made those choices. Firstly, you're small on the screen. That's to place emphasis on the large dragons, but the problem with that is most of the level is fighting guys the same size as you, and it's wasting a lot of screen space for the type of fighting that it is. In a platformer, that would be completely understandable, but the actual platforming in this game doesn't really require the screen space. Maybe if you zoomed out when facing dragons, that would certainly do the same thing. Also, the animation lacks flow, but the background and the foreground have quite a bit of surprising detail. There is use of digitized characters, which is a little bewildering in that decision. Sound is alright, although the sound effects are a little silly, and the noises the enemies make when you hit them is amusing. Gameplay is actually pretty mundane mostly. You get attacked by silly things at the start like obvious swinging logs and birds, as well as enemies that simply stand in a line as you attack them one by one. You also have stamina for each swing, so you have to time your attacks instead of smashing the attack button repeatedly. This does become a serious burden, and while it adds challenge, it also adds frustration and takes away some of the fun. The dragon fights were pretty good, but demoralizingly difficult. Replayability is a 1 player, 1 mode, and 18 levels. Would I recommend this game? No, but on a personal level, I enjoyed it a lot. It's certainly not as bad as what some people will have you believe.